What's up, everybody? Coach Mills here, coming at you with a brand new Valorant video. And in this video, we got to break down patch 3.09 because there's a really important change in this patch. Yeah, it's a freaking classic nerf. There's also map changes and more. So we really got to talk about it because this is going to change a lot of things. So let's break it all down. But go to the GameLeap website right now. We've had so many people climb to Plat, Diamond, and even Immortal. So you got to go check it out right now down below if you want to improve. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the Valorant X Arcane League of Legends crossover, and this is actually pretty cool. Where there's gonna be free Twitch drops, a new Arcane bundle, and a free Arcane event pass for in-game. There's just a lot coming out here, and it's pretty exciting if you want to get access to the drops. There's a lot of people that will have them, but we of course got to shout out Valorant Leaks himself, Mike, on Twitter, because he's a real one, and he's of course going to be streaming with drops enabled. So if you want to go get those on November 6th, that is when the drops start. So definitely check that out if you want to get some free skins. Now, next up, we do got to talk about the map changes on Fracture. There's quite a few map changes where different barriers have been moved. This is going to really change how different pushes happen at the start and where you can hold right at the start. Specifically, some of the ones are going to allow defenders to hold positions a little bit more aggressively, not allow attackers to take space so quickly. And all in all, I think that these are going to be good changes. I'm going to be doing a more in-depth breakdown of this in the future to see how it's going to fully affect the strats on this specific map. Now, that being said, I know the moment that you've all been waiting for is undoubtedly the classic nerf, because that's the biggest aspect of this patch, and it's the most important by far. So they actually said this about the classic right click. They said this, quote, "The classic has been overperforming in close to mid-range encounters while used while jumping or on the move. So we reduced the weapon's effective accuracy while jumping, running, and walking with the intent of narrowing its ideal use case to only really close ranges. Walking firing error changed from 0.05 to 0.6. Total error is 2.5 when walking, up from 1.95. Running firing error changed from 0.2 to 1.3. Total error is 3.2 when running, up from 2.1. And jumping fire error changed from 1.1 to 2.1. Total error is 4.0 when jumping, up from 3.0. And I know that the numbers are a little bit confusing, but all you really need to understand is that while running, it's going to be almost double as inaccurate. While you're walking, it's about maybe 10%, maybe 15% more inaccurate. And when jumping, it's going to be about a 30% increase in inaccuracy. Now, what does this actually mean for the right click? Is it completely dead? No, absolutely not. It's still a viable weapon, but it's not realistic to use a classic right click to beat people that have rifles anymore or much better weaponry. Sure, you can finish off people that are very low, and sometimes you're still gonna get those RNG gods on your side and roll people, because this is gonna make it less consistent, but there's still an RNG factor involved. But all in all, the classic right click is gonna be far less effective from those mid ranges and when you're jumping and when you're running in particular. Sure, if you're really precise with it, you're walking or you're standing still, you can get some damage out and you can be relatively consistent with the gun, but there's a cost there now. You're not gonna just have someone run across your screen and right click you in the freaking head twice anymore. And weapons like the Ghost are far more valuable, and I really did think for a while that they were gonna buff the Ghost in some capacity if they kept the classic in its current state, but now that the classic is nerfed, the Ghost is much more powerful. Expect to see a huge uptick in the Ghost pick rate, and also a huge uptick in the Frenzy pick rate now that there is not just a natural better run and gun weapon in that classic pistol slot. So I think that this is a great change. It's definitely going to move a lot of things around, especially in that pistol round, and give you a reason to actually buy maybe a secondary when you're rocking an operator, so you're not just stuck with the classic, although the classic's probably still the best. But definitely let me know what you think about these changes down below. Are you happy that the most overpowered free gun in the game is gone? Let me know down below. Are you happy with these changes? Are you sad? Are you just a little bit anxious to know exactly how it's gonna feel in game? I want to know all that down below. Go to the GameLeap website if you want to dominate in-depth tips and tricks, VOD reviews, and the works, and definitely subscribe to our new Halo Infinite channel down below. We just launched it, and I'm gonna be the primary creator for the Halo Infinite channel while still doing daily uploads for this channel. I ain't going nowhere, but thank you so much for coming by. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hydrate, and I will see you next time.